Hey there folks, I'm Dan Brown from boyonaboat.com and here is the long awaited, not least by me, after decorating video. It's been about 7 months since I bought Tilly and there's been an awful lot of changes go on inside. I'll post links to the previous videos so you can see what she looked like if you haven't been following this journey blow by blow. As the ducks congregate over there and the chimney blows smoke at me, I'll make this outside part very quick. You may have seen the tip it was when I first got it on the stern here, and now we pretty much only ever have the bike on the back and some bags of coal. Please ignore that massive bag, that's my mountain board which wouldn't normally be there. Only real outside changes are I now have this nice tarpaulin tied down with bungee cords to stick a load of wood under. But, well, the real fun and games has gone on inside. Now, if you have seen what it was like in here previously, then you may well instantly notice all the changes, but for those of you who haven't, just close the door behind us. Well, first things first. This used to be completely dominated by one massive sofa bed, and you can see half of it just against the wall at the back there. And you literally had maybe this much space here to walk up and down, and basically from here to here was just sitting and sleeping. Now obviously you can see there's not a massive sofa bed here. I've got two of these nice little chairs, and not only are they nice and compact, but there's this bonus that under each one of them is a stool, so you can imagine pulling those up around the fire at night. I mean, feet up in front of the fire, listening to podcasts and audiobooks, absolutely fantastic. Anyway, back to the actual what's gone on video. Yeah, so basically I've got rid of almost all of the sofa bed but kept one cushion and one of the underneath parts. So basically in the daytime you can see this is now a huge area in comparison to what it previously was, and that obviously now means that you've got all of this space to be doing different things. Can have a little desk set up so I can get on with me writing and all that sort of stuff, and it's just generally a much nicer area. I've put tiles all over these walls, left, right and centre, so basically that helps keep in the warmth, and especially on this wall which was just a metal wall. The bathroom on the other side of here hasn't changed, so I won't show you that again. So when night time comes along, I basically push these chairs just up there and they go all nice and out of the way. They're also incredibly light, so that's no hassle, and then all of this just becomes one big sleeping area. And obviously bed comes down, and like I say, I've got the proper underneath with the slats. I am thinking of making a little wooden block that can go up there as a step up to the doors at the front in the daytime, but then also be used to raise the bed to a normal height at night time, but she'll see how that goes. Like I say, it's when we look at it from this side you can see just how much more of an open space it is, and well, I mean, I absolutely love it. All the carpet is new. I decided, because of the general way that being on this boat has been, with me constantly spilling things out of the fire, to go for carpet tiles, which as you can see look absolutely spot on. Me and Jono laid those, and what a great fun experience that was too, and well, what a job, I've got to say, if I do say so myself. So yes, like I say, I mean, I absolutely love this area now. Pull these chairs up with company around the fire, absolutely fantastic. Around the fire there isn't really any real change. I did get myself a proper ashtray, which in the daytime I used to store these little wooden chip blocks, which burn very well, and then obviously in the mornings I use it to scoop out the ash. As ever, always got the kettle on. Why not, I say. Yeah, so that's all lovely on this side of the room. One of the big changes really here is that this used to extend probably to about there, and there was a small cupboard there as well. But as I found that I didn't really need that much storage space, which to be honest I was amazed at, I thought, right, if we take that out, then, like I say, we've suddenly got all of this as a much larger area than it previously was. So that's worked out absolutely fantastic. I've made a controversial decision on this side and got rid of the fridge, and now basically made this into one enormous food cupboard, and my goodness me, there is an awful lot of stuff in there. Obviously, by getting rid of the cupboard here, that has made this my only proper worktop. So obviously now I'm using the draining board for a lot more. But one of the biggest changes and biggest jobs that went on was moving this top bed. Well, there was previously a set of seating here that also turned into a bed, and me and Jono once again removed that, and it was screwed into the walls, the floor, the cupboards. It was a very big job, and honestly it was all fun and games, but basically being able to take all of that away, put down this new flooring through the kitchen as well, and obviously all this wall had to be sorted because, well, there was a bed halfway up it previously, but obviously taking that out now has meant that all this has suddenly become storage space. So I got myself plenty of these little boxes, which obviously you can store almost anything in and keep them nice and dry and just generally out of the way and tidy. So obviously got me little telescope and the good old coal bucket there, and then I keep things like my shoes and extra bits of pieces, and in fact a load of fireworks and logs to burn in that one. But yeah, being able to have this as just storage it's unbelievable the difference it's made to, well, how I use the boat and how I use the space on board. There's no real changes on the bow. I have more of these big boxes just stored over there, which you may or may not be able to see, and basically those I fill up with wood and more of the things like these little heat logs to burn. So now over the night times I can obviously just open up the doors and then reach out and get more wood to put on the fire as needed. So that's a great improvement to having to go out of the back of the boat and get on the roof, and especially in the terrible snow and rain that we've been having recently. But yes, this is Tilly in a current state, and I've got to say, I think this is pretty much how she's going to be staying for the foreseeable future. I mean, I've got an awful lot more room now. I've got a much bigger, more sensible sleeping area at night time. Can obviously do a lot more stuff up there now in terms of, well, being able to actually sit and face people rather than all sat side by side when the big sofa bed that was there originally was in place. Yeah, I mean, absolutely fantastic. So if you want to see what it was like previously, then I'll put a link on the screen right about now. Yeah, well, what can I say? Thank you very much to everybody who's been a part of this. Thank you very much for everybody who's been watching these videos on the internet. It really does mean a lot to me, and all the help and comments that I've had over the time. So thank you very much for watching. As always, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for loads more Narrowboat stuff. Check out my other videos for more as well. And until the next time, look after yourselves, farewell, and I'll see you around soon.